Anything good?
No.
Nothing good? Bunch of garbage?
Yeah.
Dang, alien garbage. All right, get in. We gotta go. Where are we headed? Got an extra one here. This is Q. He's a famous wrestler from Alamo. Get in. We gotta go. So we are loaded up. How many kids, Mama?
7.
We got 7 boys. We're headed to wrestling in Las Vegas. All right, today we're gonna do a little extracurricular activity, you know, always multitasking. So we're not just going to wrestle. We got another thing in mind. So, you know, we've had this water truck deal that's just been kind of a disaster that's turned into an adventure. And, you know, we thought, well, maybe we'll tear into this thing and try to fix it. And a lot of good advice came from you guys, our YouTube friends, and that advice was that that engine's junk and we should most likely look for another engine or another truck. And I got on the internet, got hunting for a new Cummins to go in the water truck. Got hooked up with a guy named Robert, and Robert has got some good junk. He doesn't like me to call his stuff junk, but it's good junk. And Mr. Robert had a 2-for-1 deal on some big can Cummins, just what we needed. And we already actually brought one home. I'll show that to you in a minute. And we're gonna pick up the other one today on this trip. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Well, you'll see. These 2 Cummins engines came with a catch. We'll see what we got going on when we get down there.
Should be.
All right, we're almost down to the Loves. Mama's doing all the driving today. It's my day off. You wrestlers ready to whoop up on some people today?
Yeah.
Rance is a bad man out on that mat. Oh yeah, gonna go choke some people, huh? How can it light all day? What is it? A billion kids. They got the little kids and the bigger kids, the bigger kids. So my younger kids, they gonna start at noon here in a little while. Oh, they gonna be wrestling? The little kids start at noon. The little bit bigger kids don't even start till 5. This is my new friend Robert. He's the one that has all the good junk, and he cannot believe I'm about to spend all day till late tonight in a gym with 5,000 kids.
Wells Fargo, you said, right? Oh, thanks. Oh, I thought you said.
Now that I've done all the wheelie dealing on these used truck engines, it's time for my financial secretary to pay my tab, and we'll collect the merchandise later tonight after wrestling. Here's Ryler wrestling. There's a handful of wrestling clubs down in Las Vegas, and they take their wrestling serious. These kids' parents pay for them to go and get trained by some serious coaches. Now, this is an opportunity for some of our kids from up here in rural Nevada to go down to Vegas and get a lot better by wrestling good kids. So this wrestler here is from a club called Gold Rush. The young man reffing also has on his Gold Rush Club t-shirt. I don't know if anybody that knows maybe more about wrestling than I do has an idea why this ref stopped this match as soon as Ryler got that double chicken wing locked up. But anyway. Here goes little Robbie. This is only his 2nd wrestling tournament. He just recently got interested in going and getting out on the mat. A few of his first matches didn't go as well as this one, but this little guy here was kind of more Robbie's beginner level, and it was a good match to get him a little confidence getting out there. Good job, Robbie Dobb. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Now, here goes my little Ryler. You'll never meet a sweeter, nicer, more friendly little boy. But when he gets out on this wrestling mat, old Ryler, he's a fun guy to watch. Check this out. This guy he's wrestling might know who he's in the ring with because it takes Ryler a second to hunt him down and get a hold of him. But when he does, here goes. And now, for those of you who have watched the channel for a while, you know that old Riley had a real problem with his elbow. We've been all over the world. We've been to Mexico and back. We've done a lot of things trying to help him get that elbow working right. He had to miss a couple of wrestling seasons, so he feels like he's maybe a little behind, but was super excited to be able to go ahead and compete this year. It's his first time in a couple of years getting out there. Might be a little rusty, but caught this guy. Boom, another club kid goes down. Good job, Riley. Here's Ryler again. I don't have the first part of this match on video, but if you'll notice the score there behind, you can kind of tell how things are going.
He is so strong.
Here's our little buddy Q. He's got this guy twisted up like a pretzel. That is not where you want to be. In wrestling, sometimes it's you, sometimes it's them. Next up is Rancer. Old Rance had a bit of a rough day. He's a little fifth grader, and I don't know how, but somehow he wound up in the junior high division today. So he kind of had to wrestle some maniacs. But this old skinny kid here, Riley wrestled him last week. Today, Rance gets to go against him.
Oh my word. This coach is annoying. Yeah, there you go. Get that leg out. Get that leg out. Yeah. Run it. Pull it. Circle. Get out. Get out. Short time. Got it. Woo! Jump.
All right, now we're watching Riley go one last time here. When this match ends, you'll have watched about 7 minutes and 20 seconds of wrestling on the videos here. That's probably a little too much for a YouTube video, I know that. But you're going to have to complain to somebody else, because by the time this match is over and I get out of this gym, I have been in this gym with all of these people and kids for 10 hours.
Yeah! Woo!
Good job, Riley. Now, raise your hand and go grab your stuff. I'm going to go start the car. Let's get going. Now, I'm going to let you in on what I told you was a catch with Mr. Roberts' used truck engines. And the catch is they're still in the trucks. After looking at these trucks, some of them are better than the truck I'm looking for an engine for. So I bought them both. I actually already took one of them home.
You know that? Like feeling the brake pads back here, it's not, I don't think they're fused together. So. Jim, yeah, exactly. Really, I don't know what I've got. I guess I'll leave them there till the batteries run out on them. Well, thank you. Let me know tomorrow. I can bring my pickup down or whatever you need, you know. All right. Make a game plan. Freaking suck. Yeah, that does. That's okay. You're taking a lot better than I will right now. I'm not taking it that way.
This is Q's dad. He's the wrestling coach. He saw us on the side of the road and stopped.
So, here's how the story goes. Wrestling gets over about 9:30 at night. Around 10 o'clock, I pick up the truck, which was waiting for me by the Ritchie's Brothers exit, leaving the north end of Las Vegas. Jump in it, take off. It's driving like a dream. The highway, almost to Alamo, Nevada. Something's wrong. Pull off the side of the road. The driver's side hub's got smoke coming out of it. Apparently, bearings are gone out. Anyways, abandon the truck. Come all the way home. Back out of the barn over here by the shop where I could use the big air gun. I pulled the entire tire, wheel, everything off. It all came off pretty clean. Had to use the skid steer to load it up on that trailer. Got all the pieces all laid out, kept clean. I've got oil. I think I have the tools I need, blah, blah, blah. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. And hopefully we'll be able to get down there, slap the entire wheel, tire, hub, bearing, seal, slap it all on there, fill it full of oil, and get it off the side of the road. That's the only goal at this point, is to get that new truck off the side of the highway.
Hopefully I've thought of everything we're going to need, because we're going to be way the heck down there on the side of the highway. So whatever I forgot, I'm going to be sorry about that. My friends Kelly and Jake always seem to jump in and bail me out when I get in a tight spot, so they came to give me a hand. Appreciate it.
She was pretty adamant about them cookies. Yes, she was.
I didn't think she was actually bringing them to
She said I could have some.
Well,
That
see,
was no kidding.
you're a good person, Laura. You'll probably share with a lot of people.
Okay, so the hub, bearings, and so on from the old green water truck did the trick to get this truck off the side of the highway. We've got to thank Jake, Kelly, Coach Kyle, everybody that stopped to help and bail me out. Appreciate your help. So the truck is home. And what we got here is an 89 International. Check it out. This bugger's an 89, but it's clean. That Cummins runs good. Mr. Robert, he was going to chop that thing off right behind the cab and let me haul the cab and the engine home
and put it in that old water truck, but I can't see any reason to do that. Check the oil in the rear ends, everything's good here. I got some new Stemco hubcaps that don't leak. Get some new ones of those on there. Now, I told you this was a 2-for-1 deal. Here's something I haven't showed you yet. Take a peek at that over there. I know some of you were worried the cows were choking and that we weren't getting our water hauled, but immediately Mr. Robert had this 89 Kenworth. Now, it comes from California. I don't know exactly all the laws and rules, but apparently California doesn't want these old trucks anymore. And yeah, for what some people up in Idaho and such had one Cummins used engine for sale, I just bought 2 1989 trucks. And yeah, there's some issues, bugs we're gonna have to work out and all that, but I definitely think that was the way to go. And we're getting the water hauled. This one here is a little more raggedy inside. A bunch of stuff doesn't work. Jake brake doesn't work. You can't read your RPMs. Miles per hour lies to you. So there's a handful of things, but it cranks up, runs half decent, and it's getting the job done for now. So there it is. Now, I've been a little bit distracted with this water truck mess. There's plenty of cow work to do and lots of other things to mess with. So for now, we're gonna call it good. We're gonna keep piecing these together, kind of getting them up to par. But we got a water hauling truck, a backup water hauling truck. We're no longer in a bind. That other old green truck, who knows, maybe we still should think about stabbing an engine in it if we can find one that's not in a perfectly useful water hauling truck. So thanks to everybody that left your comments, all the good advice. Everybody was helpful. I couldn't do it without you guys. Really, thank you. And there you have it, 2-for-1 deal and a couple of engines that came with trucks.